want to do things, don't know how to start in commercial real estate. So I said, okay, I got the money, I'll give you the proof of funds. I got the ability and the experience. I'm going to show you how to do it. I just don't have the time and the way to expand unless I go through others. So I'll compensate you a great deal. If you're serious, come in, get trained, and go out there, use my money, my knowledge, my connections, my database of things, and my support line, and just put the pieces together so we have a package that you can assign to me. And if you fail, you can get that package, you walk away with no risk. So you have no downside, a huge upside. And all they have to have is literally like $5,000 to put in escrow because there is proof of fund for millions of dollars. You have, let's say, 45 days for due diligence. During the 45 days, we're calling on tenants and we're using a certain script, using some follow-up emails, very specific package that we send. All this is part of the training that I give them. And all we need is one tenant to respond. When the tenant responds, I get on a conference call with the student with whom I have a joint venture. We talk to the tenant and I close them. So I'm doing the selling. They put the pieces together. Being afraid, you see, so it's okay to be afraid. It makes you more cautious. But to be so afraid to a point where you can start is all you see is the obstacles and the problems. That's the recipe for failure. So if you say, what's the difference between somebody who succeeds and somebody who fails? The one who succeeds sees opportunities, potential, possibilities, and moves toward that with ideas and concepts and creativity. The one who fails is the one who sees constantly what can go wrong, what is going wrong, what they don't have, all the obstacles, all the problems, and that is paralyzing them. So it's so easy to succumb to that because that's the physical universe. Oh, I gotta walk from here to my office. Well, you know, there is sun, it's too sunny, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of people. Oh my gosh, get overwhelmed with problems that you create for yourself. Or you can say, oh my gosh, if I walk on the other street there, I can see what's available. If there is some space that's available, I want to know how much it is so I can add to my knowledge of the area. So it's the same thing. How are you using it? A knife could be used to cut a cake or to kill somebody. How are you using the tools you have? How are you using your mind, your brain, your creativity? Spiritual way is like a superior way to look at it from a certain distance. Or a physical way where everything is just the problematic and oh my God, the problems, the potential failure. So what? So what? It's a game.
As you've talked about multiple times, create a climate where you're in control.
Yes.
What would be the best advice that you would give somebody for that?
So creating a climate is also for yourself. You create a climate of success for yourself. I dress in a certain way. I exercise in the morning. I'm fresh. I'm shaved. I got my phone. It's like when I'm in California and I go for a bank meeting or something, and I put my suit, my tie. It's like putting your armor, and then we go out there to conquer the world. So habits. The way to change your habits is you make a small change today and you build on that change and then you make another change and you make another change. But before you do all this, you have to have the belief that yes, I can change. It's like I can swim, so I believe that, so I have a habit of just sitting by the pool. So if I believe I can change and I can learn how to swim, you make small change today that adds to another change little by little. So belief is superior to the habits because based on what you believe, you start having certain habits that you repeat. So belief is senior to that. What's senior to belief? Your values. You have certain values that affect your beliefs, affect your habits. What's senior to values? Your principles. There are principles in life that if you follow, you succeed. Certain principles, okay? Meaning, if you have the knowledge, if you take action, proper action, and you network the right way, those are principles that if you follow, then what you have is you're building something. The principles are there, and that becomes your values, and then the beliefs get strengthened because of the results, and then you have better habits. But if you're just going to look at the habits and you focus just on the habits, well, let's just change our belief a little bit, change what we do just little by little. Oh, I can't read the whole book. Just read one page. You can't read one page, read a paragraph. You can read a paragraph, read one word. And guess what? When you read one word, you're going to want to read the whole paragraph. You read the whole paragraph, you're going to read half a page. And the next day, you can read the whole page. Next day, you're reading a chapter. The day after, you're starting to write your own thoughts. Next thing you know, you're writing a book. So it's all a gradient, not gradual, but this is a word not used often in English. Gradient scale is something you do a little and you add on what you did, and then all of a sudden you have a compounding effect in your life. And then you go from bad habits to better habits based on better beliefs, based on better values, based on very strong principles. Principles don't change.